Yeah, it's a really important part for us. Unfortunately, we're not talking very much about it now, but I can at least mention what the philosophy is. And so if you look at all of the Uncharted games, we've always built upon what we've done before. And we're approaching multiplayer for Uncharted 4 the same thing. We're taking everything we've learned from Uncharted 2, from Uncharted 3. We're listening to our community feedback. And so what we hope is that we're creating a multiplayer package that really sort of takes all of that into account. We'll be talking about that more before the beta releases at the beginning of December. We haven't. I mean, we've had Project Morpheus, as it used to be called, or PlayStation VR, in the studio, and we've taken a look at it. For us, I think we're telling really great stories that feel very immersive on a flat TV screen, and that's really. I think we're not done with exploring that yet, but we're really interested in seeing what other people do. I think it's everyone feels it's a really exciting technology, and I think once we start seeing people really take advantage of it, we're going to start seeing some really interesting games and stories come out of it. So I have a favorite only because I joined Naughty Dog in 2008, which is when Uncharted 2 was in development. And so for me, the section is when you're on the train, you're climbing up the train as it's going up the mountains. That was a section of the game that was available and playable from the very beginning, because it was an idea that people had from Uncharted Drake's Fortune to say, well, what if we could do everything we were doing in Uncharted Drake's Fortune, but also put Drake on a moving platform like a train? So they built that out to sort of test that out. And they're like, well, this section is something that really works. So they had that running at the very beginning as kind of like the design philosophy that they wanted to go towards. So when I joined Naughty Dog and I got my desk and I got my dev kit, the first thing I could play was that section because it was the first thing that was playable. It took the entire development cycle for it to get completed. It was broken, a ton of times. But there's a special place in my heart because that was the first time I got to see basically behind the scenes. I got to see Uncharted 2 in the making, and what I saw really impressed me. Well, one of the things, really specific things that we've done is The Last of Us, we had to really work on our enemy and our NPC AI on there because the type of game, the pacing was slow. It was really tactical. We really wanted it to feel danger and slow pace. And what we learned is actually that really let us have really advanced AI in the game. So we're actually able to use that as a foundation for the AI Uncharted 4 so that the NPCs and the enemies basically play a lot smarter, react more realistically to the environments. But every game that we've ever worked on is built upon the foundation of the game before, so we're always learning types of things. But I think that's a very concrete example to say, okay, we actually move this over from here to there. Our community is actually really, really great. So, I mean, everyone's really passionate about our games, and even when discussions or debates get heated, or there's something that they might be upset about, everyone's always really calm. They communicate very clearly. They really get their point across. They frequently have really good arguments. I've always really liked working with them. And the thing is, the community's grown so big now that it really is hard to keep up with how many people we have and how many people want to talk with us. But we still try to pay attention to everybody as much as we can.
Absolutely, it's so great to come out here, especially to other countries, come all the way to Spain and see that so many people are like what I do and are enjoying themselves and getting ready for